guys, welcome to another episode of Halloweek. I got a little bit of a different one for you today. So I thought it'd be cool if I went to check out Mr. Donut. They always have Halloween donuts around this time of year. I've done them in the past, but I think it's been a couple years since I did them for Halloweek. So I thought I'd go check them out this year. Halloweek's next week. Halloween. Halloweek's now. Halloween is next week. I'm just filming this a little bit early, but I went to the Mr. Donut. I didn't see any of the Halloween donuts that I've seen advertised and I've seen around. They even had the signage up and everything. So I asked one of the workers there, hey, where are the donuts? And she said to me, oh, we're finished. That's done. I'm like, what? You know, Halloween is not even here yet. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Backup plan. Usually in a mall situation, you've got your Mr. Donut, and then somewhere nearby you're going to find your 31, your Baskin Robbins ice cream. And they also have some Halloween flavors out right now. So I figured no problem. So I went upstairs, and there's a huge sign. Like, the whole thing is boarded off, and it says we're undergoing renovations. We'll be back November 3rd, I think was the date that they said. So I was like, okay, I know where there's another Mr. Donut. I know where there's another Baskin Robbins. I can sail all the way across town. But just as I started to leave, I was thinking, you know, it's probably be dark by the time I get there. And there is a supermarket right there. So today, we're checking out what my local supermarket has for Halloween. Of course, they have the usual packaged products. You know, they've got Kit Kats, they've got Choco Pies, but quite often in Japan, you know, Kit Kat's a little exception. They have a lot of different flavors, but quite often in Japan, what happens is the only thing different from the normal product you could buy any time of year is the packaging. It just has a different picture on it, which is nice and all. But I headed into the baked goods section to see if they had any special featured items, and I did find something unique and original to this supermarket here. Now, I'm sure maybe if I tried other supermarkets and stuff, I might come across, you know, similar Halloween themed items there. But let me show you what I picked up. First of all, I got these Halloween, well, they're calling them Halloween biscuits. You can see we got our jack-o'-lantern cookies there. So 140 yen for those, a pair of those. There was a couple different sizes. Obviously, I don't need a massive quantity of them. And this one's actually kind of cool. It's a chocolate casket. So I guess it's kind of like an eclair. So it's a bit shiny here, but I'll get it out and I'll show you that as well. So they had those two specifically themed Halloween items. And then over the other side, you know, I'm always keen to find cinnamon rolls. I found some mini cinnamon rolls. The whole baked area had nice Halloween decorations up. Also, it wasn't, you know, classified as a Halloween thing, but, you know, I'm having all these sweets. I decided to pick up some pizza as well, and they got this interesting looking pizza. So shall we start with the cookies? We got two pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern cookies here for 120 yen. Is that? Oh, that's pre-tax. 130 after tax. Wow, they have a very sort of pancake kind of smell. Like there's a maple, you know what I mean? Maple syrup kind of thing coming off there. But I mean, hey, I think they are very, very well put together. Who wouldn't be happy to bite into one of these? Let's give it a shot. So here we go. Itadakimasu. It's weird. Like, okay, it doesn't really say the flavor. I looked at the ingredients. It said like cocoa shortening, stuff like that. When I bit into the orange part, it's almost pancakey in a little way, but not quite. However, there is a flavor of chocolate coming through for the smile in the eyes. I do like how it's put together. It's not like decorated with icing and stuff. It's actually sort of baked right into the cookie. The jack-o'-lantern face. So yeah, that's pretty good. But right away, I'm kind of thirsty. So luckily, I had the foresight to pick up a drink. We got some Calpis soda here. Calpis. This is carbonated. This is a soda version. And it is apple. It is a radiant apple. So yeah, let's get into this. Whew. That is a very, Granny Smith. It's a very kind of sharp, not sour apple, but sharp, tasty apple flavor. Yeah, it's pretty good. So we've had our cookie. Let's enjoy some pizza here. We'll save the Coffin for dessert. It was 500 yen, 540 after tax, and you can see it's just a half pizza here. So I don't know if you think that's a decent price for half a pizza. I'm not too sure how big that is. Looks could be 9 inches or so. But yeah, look what we got on here. We've got some boiled egg. We've got, it looks like bits of pork, bacon and eggs. Yeah. Oh, don't forget the broccoli. And I'm guessing this yellow stuff is some kind of mayonnaise. Of course. So nothing says Halloween like a cold slice of pizza with broccoli and mayonnaise on it. So yeah, here we go. Happy Halloween, everyone. It tastes like roasted pork. Very soft. There's at least a tomatoey kind of sauce, even though it's very sparse. I mean, it's okay. It's not your typical traditional kind of pizza. Let's get a bite with this egg. The yolk was a little soft. Not runny, but just a little soft. Typical supermarket fare. But not bad. It's different, especially the broccoli bite. But it's okay. You gotta wonder, maybe this wasn't specifically a Halloween item, but it could have just been, we're kind of in the tsukimi season a little bit, so it could just be something they rolled out for the tsukimi, the moon watching season. So yeah, here in Japan, pizza, it's kind of like almost anything goes. I know I have a traditional kind of image of what a pizza should be, but in Japan they throw all sorts of stuff on it. So yeah, not bad. Let's get on to dessert, I guess. Let's do the chocolate coffin. 140 yen, 152 after tax. Okay, so there we go. I guess it's not really an eclair, it's some sort of layered kind of baked good. You can see the layers in there, but it's got a lot of chocolate. And there's the cross. Good stuff. I think that's really cool that they did that. So let's bite into this. I wonder if there's going to be anything inside. We're going to wake the undead. Well, if Dracula was some white cream, he'd be rolling in his grave. This is pretty good. It's not a heavy thing at all. It's light, kind of airy, but there's still that delicious chocolate flavor coming through. And it's so nice that it's full of cream as well. It's good. I like this a lot. Even better than the cookies. I had to be careful. Some of my students are making their way past the supermarket here. Let's get into dessert number 2, the mini cinnamon roll. Again, not really Halloween, unless you can imagine that looks like a face there. Okay, so I got 2 of them, 130 yen, 141 after tax. Again, they were packaged, like this, or there was bigger ones, obviously. Again, I just need the small one. So yeah, let's enjoy. Can you see like a spooky face? If you use your imagination, you can imagine there's some eyes and ghoulish face. So okay, let's get into it. So Japanese sweets tend not to be as sweet, and in this case it almost works to its benefit because it's not as sweet, but the cinnamon is that much stronger for it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a nice strong cinnamon flavor coming through here. This is really good. You know, I don't think it compares to like Cinnabon, but yeah, I'm impressed. Cinnamon rolls are kind of rare in Japan. I think I first found one like about a year ago, and since then I've seen a few, so they may be getting more and more common, but definitely, you know, just from a supermarket, this is really good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call it quits there. Normally at the end of my video I say I'm gonna finish this off and head on my way, but this time I'm not gonna finish this off. I'm gonna take these home and eat them. I'm gonna pace myself and just eat them over the next day or two. Overall, for a kind of plan B, I think it was really good. Reasonable prices, kind of delicious, interesting snacks. I should definitely check the supermarket more often. So I just want to say thanks to you guys who've been watching Halloweek so far all week. Thank you for thumbing up all the videos, all the likes. It really helps promote the videos. I've tried a few places that I haven't been to before, which is always interesting. I try not to, well, I do Kit Kats every year, don't I? But I try not to repeat too much. Though this year I was heading to go try and get the Mr. Donut. Granted, had I checked the other location, they could have just been sold out as well. It could, yeah, it's early, but it could have happened. I'm sure it might have happened, but at least this year we had Starbucks, right? In the past, they've been the ones that have let me down, but this year we managed to get Starbucks. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you're new, please subscribe. Don't forget to thumb up this video, ring that dinner bell, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Halloweek.